Hello everyone, welcome back to the Saturday Morning Block Party Podcast. I'm your host Norbert, and today we're talking about aliens. Back in 2009, Cartoon Network had a crossover miniseries called Cartoon Network Invaded, where there was an overarching plot about aliens coming in and invading the Earth in various Cartoon Network shows. It had Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Camp Lazlo, Ed, and Eddy, My J Partner's a Monkey, and The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. And it was a really awesome event. It lasted all month long, and every week they would have one of the episodes, and in each episode the story would build more. And of course, I loved it because when I was a kid, I was very obsessed with aliens. It was my favorite thing. I remember putting together a list and circulating it throughout the playground of what to do in case of an alien invasion. So that's what we're going to talk about today, Seeing Invaded. Co-hosting with me today is XLR. He was also my co-host in our Scooby-Doo retrospectives. You can go back and listen to those. I'll link those in the description. And I'll see you at the end of the episode. This episode of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends just reinforces the idea that Frankie Foster's life is suffering.
Yeah, she just constantly has to deal with all the imaginary friends.
Yes, 22 years old, spends all her life running errands, doing chores, taking care of monsters.
It's just an ordeal for her.
Yes.
She just is all like, why? Why must you people do this to me?
This episode is called Cheese A Go-Go, and the plot is Frankie is running a bunch of errands. She's super busy. She has to testify in court for Madam Foster because she's getting sued. And she comes across Cheese, who is running around crazy saying, I gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. And he just ruins her day.
And while Blue reads a tabloid and the new Alien movie coming out, he thinks, oh, Cheese is an alien. Mm-hmm. And then so he's like, I gotta stop him. And just Frankie has to deal with that. She has to deal with Eduardo. She has to deal with the court thing. And Frankie's life is just in this episode.
Yeah. We see a lot of foreshadowing in this episode because when we go to the theater, one of the movies showing and the one that Blue's watching is brain-sucking aliens from the moon. And as we see later, the aliens are from the moon and they like to suck brains.
Yeah, and more foreshadowing, the weekly tabloid thing that also shows up in My J Partner's a Monkey one.
Yeah, was it a werewolf in London?
Yeah, and then the werewolf thing that shows up in the Billy Mandy thing, this one really set the basis for it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, going back, you remember these games also had tie-in flash games.
Oh, they did?
On the site, yeah, tie-in flash games.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I loved the Camp Lazlo dodgeball one.
Yeah, and so I also saw it like this. Like, the more advanced the game got, you know? Like, the more, I feel like the more advanced the game, like, because the first game was the Foster's one, where they're just looking at stars, you know? Mm-hmm. Pretty much just drawing stars with your hand. And then the last one, Billy Mandy, like you're on the alien ship using your Billy's magnetic face for stuff.
Oh yeah, I can find those.
Yeah, and it was just those I felt like the game's kind of overlaid with the invasion, of course, but like the more advanced the game got, the more advanced the plot got, in my opinion. So I thought that was funny because started out with just kind of a shooting star game, you know. But here's the thing about the Ed and Eddy one that made no sense. That one was just a toy twister. Didn't happen in the episode.
Oh.
Yeah, that one was just pretty much, you're just catching toys, you know?
Huh.
You're just catching toys and selling them. Yeah, it made no sense, but it was still a fun game, I thought. Didn't make any sense, but yeah. But yeah, I just thought that was something, like, that was kind of cool that they had flash games. Like, this was supposed to be a really big event for them, you know?
Yeah.
And some of the art of the promotional stuff, you know,
mm-hmm.
that's also very interesting. Like if she can find the promotional art, and it looks really nice, you know. I'll link you some. But yeah, I just thought the whole event was kind of creepy, you know.
Yeah,
the thought of aliens and stuff, you know.
Yeah, I was obsessed with aliens when I was a little kid.
Yeah, so I thought that was fun, you know, just a fun experience all around, you know, just aliens and cartoons, and yeah, it really takes you back, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, to back when we didn't have any responsibilities when you were a kid and you ate your
Yeah.
Lunchables and you wake up and now you got a job and yep. Takes you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought this whole event was just fun, you know?
Yeah.
All around good fun, you know, a week. I like how it was a week long, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was also super fun. Yeah, I'm just linking you right now. I'm just linking you the promotional art. So I guess you could link it in the description.
Okay.
To this promotion art because this is like some really, you know, this is nice stuff. It looks like like an old kind of 50s poster if they were advertising alien movies. Yeah, looking at these, they look just like kind of old like classic monster movie posters, you know, with taglines like horrified or out of this world and stuff, you know. If they were actually advertising an old alien film. Yeah, these are really nice and stuff. So oh yeah, you remember whatchamacallit, the previews for them, and then like you would see the preview and it showed these generic aliens, you know, talking about the invasion, but they never showed up.
I don't remember. I haven't rewatched the promos, but I'll watch them and I'll probably slice a couple in here and link them in the description. All right. My favorite scene in the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends episode is the court scene. That's just amazing.
Oh yeah, like if like this is what they have to report on, folks. Their town is so boring. They have to report on a sandwich case.
Yeah, Madam Foster is getting sued because one of the friends accused her of eating his sandwich, even though it was obviously not his sandwich. And I mean, this case is so easy to win, but she just goes nuts, and she just pisses off the judge. So he gives the case to the friend.
Yeah, the one that's getting sued. He's the I don't remember his name, but the green, like kind of the like green. Just he's pretty much a green line kind of
with an eyeball,
and he's voiced by Phil Lamar. Yeah, he was voiced by Phil Lamar. Yeah, so you might know him as Samurai Jack.
Yeah,
the Samurai Jack imaginary friend.
And I love how the judge is just going along with this. Like, no, this isn't a massive waste of time. I'm going to take this seriously. You are ordered to pay him a full sandwich and a bag of chips.
Yep, that's how it was. And that was the sandwich case of 1967. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Madam Foster's my life hasn't been the same ever since I lost that. I lost that case. The great sandwich case of 1967.
Also, Eduardo was high as balls in this episode.
He was on that good kush.
Yeah,
he was on the good kush. Yeah, he was just tripping and stuff. Yeah, it was like, all right, bro, chill, man, just chill.
No, you're chilling too much.
Yeah, no, not that much. Eduardo, you're crazy, man. It just
and his Mexican accent just gets super thick.
Yeah, that was great. That was just this one actually. This one really laid the basis. If you were to rank the invaded episodes, how would you rank them?
First is Ed, Edd and Eddy. Second is Billy and Mandy. Third, Foster's. Fourth, Laszlo. Fifth, My Two Partners, a Monkey.
I would have to agree, but extend I would go Billy, Mandy, then Ed and Eddy.
Oh.
Yeah, but my list is pretty much the same as yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite one is the Ed, Edd and Eddy episode, The Eds Are Coming.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't this like the last episode?
No, it was no. Ed, Edd and Eddy?
Yeah, production-wise, it was the last episode because it premiered after that Best Day Edder thing.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, production-wise, it was the last episode of Ed and Eddy. Yeah.
If it did, it was a good one to end on, with the Eds being taken into the depths of space.
Yep, and it made sense.
Yep.
This was the one where they all thought Rolf was an alien, right?
No, he thought Rolf was being held hostage by aliens.
Oh, his family, yeah. Yeah, this was a really good episode. I really felt like it showed all the kids coming together to save one of their pals. Like it was kind of like a kind of a Goonies type thing.
Yeah, they went all out in making this episode.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a really, really just all around fun episode with them using like making their homemade weapons and stuff, and just Kevin actually getting along with the Eds for once.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was just, I just thought this whole episode was just hilarious.
Yeah, this episode is about, well, it starts out with Jimmy having this seemingly prophetic dream, which was designed really well because at first you see these bright, sugary candy colors, and then once the dream transfers into a nightmare, you just get that huge contrast with the dark purples and blues and reds.
Oh yeah, and then Jimmy was just having a fucking mental crisis up. Like, that dream really messed him up.
Yeah, he dreamt of the cul-de-sac being invaded by aliens and being taken away.
And it's just, and then that screwed him up. The next morning, he was just making those claw sculptures.
Yeah.
And it was just, wow, that dream really screwed Jimmy up. Like, he's not walking out of that normally without a few years of therapy under his belt.
Yeah.
Just, geez, like, that messed him up. Like, he made sculptures out of it and stuff.
He has a freaking PTSD flashback from looking at a postcard.
Jeez, like, yep, that was,
Oh, look, a postcard from my aunt.
Just whoop. Wow, that, I'm gonna assume that 8-year-old really? Wow, he's gonna live a long life after that. Like, you lived a full life after that. Geez, after 8, you already having PST dramatic flashbacks, like the war or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this episode I felt like was honestly definitely one of their best. Like, just out of the show wise too. It was just like,
yeah.
I felt like it was definitely.
I really like how the plot in this episode makes it reasonable the way they act, because it's not like in the Foster's episode when it's, oh, Blue's so stupid, he thinks Cheese is an alien because of some coincidence with a sci-fi movie and the Weekly World News. No, this is in Ed, Edd n Eddy. Let's see, Rolf's house has a huge radius where it's so heated that there's no snow. Ed gets shot out of the chimney like a cannon, and it causes a huge crater that just blows him away. And there's fog everywhere. And,
also, it's just green, like, Ed is covered in, like, green radioactive looking stuff, and it's just, yeah, everyone has reason to believe, yeah, maybe there was aliens. And then you see, like, the silhouettes of kind of alien looking things from Rolf's house.
Yeah, I don't blame these kids for thinking that they're aliens.
Yeah, it was kind of like a Super 8 kind of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, you've seen Super 8.
No.
Well, I think it's same plot, like kids freaking out over aliens. Hmm. I think I don't remember. I saw it like I saw it weirdly, like I saw it at like a driving type thing, so I don't remember.
Hmm.
But I think same plot. Or if anything, I can compare it to the last Mimsy. Yeah, but whatchamacallit, kids, it just kind of had a very classic plot in a way,
Yeah, it really felt like an really old sci-fi movie.
Yeah, kids misinterpreting aliens and
just the atmosphere of it. This episode totally played into my childhood alien invasion fantasies.
Yep, same here. Just like, you think it's an alien, like, okay, guys, we gotta save the neighborhood,
Mm.
At the end of the day, it was so relatable,
Yeah.
It just made you feel like a kid again, just like, oh no, the aliens, yeah, we gotta save Rolf, just. Yeah, and you actually want these kids to succeed in that too. So
yeah,
it was overall. I think this was my favorite one out of the invading bunch. Very well done.
In the Ed, Edd n Eddy retrospective that I did with Kevin Lordy, you guys can go look up that episode too. It's called Life Has Many Doors, Ed Boy. We were talking about how the sound engineering for Ed, Edd n Eddy is just amazing, and this episode is really a testament to that too, because the sound effects were just amazing. They sounded unearthly. They sounded disturbing, creepy, unsettling.
I feel like this episode was actually a little creepy in some ways too.
It was super creepy.
Yeah, it was actually. Oh yeah, especially that ending scene.
Yeah.
Just, oh my God.
And it was super creative too. I don't know if this specific thing where aliens carve out a chunk of the earth and transport it away has been done before, but it's really creative. At least I haven't seen anything like it.
I felt like Ed, Edd n Eddy is good at that, you know what I mean? Just making it seem more creepier than it is,
Mm.
Just like actually having those kind of like Twilight Zone endings, like, huh? Like, what? Like, maybe it was real? Like, I feel like Ed, Edd n Eddy definitely does succeed in that a lot too. Yeah, I just thought, it was just, This episode actually looked like really good. Like just the scene at the end, like the that scene with the alien, just like the kind of space look. Like wow, that was interesting too. Just like how it looked, you know.
Yeah.
Just that was nice looking too, and very eerie in a way. You know, just super eerie. It was just amazing. You know.
Yeah. How do you like Kevin in this episode?
I felt like he got along with the Eds at one point. You know, just awesome. Wow, it actually was fun to see them all banding together, you know, just actually getting along and everything until Ed screwed it up.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow, that's awesome.
When I was little, I didn't like Kevin because he was always mean to the Eds, but
same here.
When I was watching this, I really felt for Kevin.
Yeah.
I feel for you, Kevin.
Finally, emotion.
Because he's in this leadership position trying to fight these aliens, and everyone around him is just so incredibly incompetent.
Him and Double D, I'm pretty sure, are the only ones competent. And then do you remember the gutter ball scene?
Yes. There's this scene where XLR pointed out that all the kids had homemade weapons, and Kevin had a weapon that basically, I guess it's a bowling ball bazooka.
Yeah.
And he asked Ed to load him up because Ed had the ammo, a garbage can full of bowling balls on his back. And instead of loading the bowling balls into the weapon, Ed takes the garbage can and dumps the bowling balls at the house, and they both go on either side and completely leave that house untouched.
Just little things like that was just, yes. Just, yes. Hilariousness. It really felt like everyone was on their A game for this episode, you know? Even though it wasn't the finale, production-wise, it was the finale. Like, they aired this episode last, because, yeah. Production-wise, yeah, because, the last day, the best day editor thing, that was, you remember that 3-day marathon?
Yeah.
Yeah, they aired the last episode, and they advertised, but then it was just this one, production-wise, this was the last episode, but...
Yeah.
Candidly, no, not. But yeah, it was just, it really did feel like this should have been like a finale, because everyone was on their A game, everyone got along, you know? And to be honest, I did feel like it had a better ending than the last episode, you know?
What if this was the canon ending for Ed, Edd n Eddy?
That they're in the void of space, just floating forever. It would make sense. It would make a lot of sense, though. It's like, that's why there's no parents.
Oh.
Like, it all makes sense. That would all make sense. It would be like a Twilight Zone episode or Creepypasta. Creepypasta gone true. Yeah. Yeah. Any more thoughts on this episode?
Just one. When we see Rolf at the end of the episode, and it's at this point where it's just a silhouette, and the kids think he's an alien, he looks like the aliens that will show up eventually.
Yeah, and that's really good foreshadowing, too.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to My Gym Partner's a Monkey.
Yeah, that show's very mediocre. It did not age well. That is my controversial thought on My Gym Partner's a Monkey. My hate. You can send me hate mail on my Tumblr. The show didn't age well, but this episode,
Yes.
Gotta give the synopsis.
Yeah, My Gym Partner is a Monkey. Well, you get the plot from the theme song.
Yeah.
A human boy going to an animal school, and one day there's all the electronics and vehicles go out like you'd expect in an alien invasion. And the kids are going to school, and everyone except Adam thinks that aliens have come because, you know, all the stuff's gone out. And a new student shows up, and he keeps making jokes. He's a platypus. He keeps making jokes about sucking brains.
That's not weird. This episode, it felt really classic because of the power outage and everything. And everyone thinking that, like, Adam thinks that kid's an alien. Then was like, oh, Adam, you're just a racist. You think a kid's an alien because he's different? Like, it felt like really Invader Zim-ish, you know, with that thing with Dib and Zim.
But no, Adam didn't think Rick was a racist. There was everyone else who thought. I mean, Rick was a racist. Adam was the one who thought Rick was an alien. He was the only one who didn't think he was an alien.
Oh, everyone else. So it was reversed. Like everyone thought. Adam thought everyone else was a racist. Like, hey, you guys never saw a platypus before?
Yeah. Everyone else was racist. Ew, a beak with fur?
Guys don't appreciate interspecies relations.
Sure, they appreciate it when the giraffe wants to have sex with a human.
She's trying to prove a point to her parents. Like, she's like, Dad, I don't care. I'm gonna date a human. Dad, I don't care. Like, I don't care about our rule of only dating giraffes. I'm gonna date a human. Yeah, this episode I felt like was just kind of bleh, you know?
Yeah.
Just kind of
Yeah, probably my least favorite episode out of the Scene Invaded.
I felt like it didn't really have that much of a point.
Yeah, but it did have some connections to the other episodes.
Like the machine he was in.
Oh, yeah. Rick was, spoilers, not really. He turned out to be an alien at the end. Racism justified.
Yeah, it's like, guys, it's like, yeah, Adam, he was an alien. What do you say to that? It's all like, you guys are still racist.
Yeah, Adam, you liberal.
Yeah, Adam. Adam. It's all like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it also actually, there was a cameo in this episode. Back to the first episode, you see on news of the cul-de-sac getting taken away.
Yeah, this is the second Weekly World News parody that's been in Scene Invaded. This one has Ed and Eddy on them.
Yeah, and I thought that was really clever, you know, actually connecting the events, you know?
Yeah.
Like that, I was like, yeah, awesome, you know, just.
Yeah, and also Rick has cheese in Adam's locker.
Yep, and that's gonna play a part.
Yep,
and this episode was really on its A game, you know. Not this episode last. Sorry, the invaded thing was on its A game. I mean,
yeah, and this was the first episode when we actually see the designs of the aliens. It
was really interesting. And I felt like at the end of the day, this episode was kind of blah, but I feel like its contribution to the invaded thing. I thought that was nice.
Yeah, I think this episode is mediocre and forgettable, but I really did like the luchador joke.
Wait, can you remind me what the joke was?
Jake said something like, "What? Adam's wrestling with Rick? Adam never wrestles with me." And then he puts on a luchador mask and he says, "And I am so ready."
Yeah, I felt like the jokes in My Gym Partner Monkey, I thought those are actually okay, you know, but nothing to write home about. Like, at the end of the day, My Gym Partner Monkey is just kind of a mediocre show.
Yeah. Out of all the episodes besides Camp Lazlo, there were 22-minute full-length episodes, but Camp Lazlo splits it into 2 11-minute episodes.
Yeah, so this one's more serious.
Well, I think it works for them doing it because they do it from kind of 2 different perspectives, and I feel like it was a good choice. They were able to get it done.
Yeah, I did feel I do like Camp Lazlo more than like My Gym Partner Monkey at the end of the day, and I felt like, you know, Camp Lazlo actually took itself this one a little bit more serious because of the, you know, the 2-parter, you know, making it a 2-parter.
Yeah,
which I thought was a really interesting choice.
I guess you could say this is where the whole alien theme kind of gets serious because they show the aliens in the first 2 minutes of the first episode.
Yeah,
we start to get them speak. We see the inside of their ship.
I felt like this episode, like, it felt kind of, you know, it fitted because of the whole camp theme, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, because, I don't know, just camp summertime with aliens, like, I felt like it fitted, you know, just, that was definitely, you know.
Yeah. So, the first episode is called Strange Trout from Outer Space, and the episode it starts out with Samson, the camp nerd, getting abducted and getting his bathing suit snapped on him.
And just getting bullied because he wears glasses and he's a nerd. Like, get that nerd.
The ultimate torture.
Nerd.
Did these aliens remind you of King and Kodos?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
And I think that's funny because I've been actually watching the Simpsons episodes for Halloween.
Nice.
So perfect. Yeah. And yeah, with the whole domes over their head and stuff and tentacles.
Yeah.
Yep. That was probably a reference to him. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this episode has a callback to the Foster's Home episode, actually, because when the aliens are proving to Samson that they are actually aliens, at one point they're dancing to fiddle music, and the way they dance and the movements they make are just like the movements from the aliens in the movie that Blue was watching.
Like I said before, really good at, you know, callback sold episodes and world building.
Yeah.
And then, like, more and more you get, like, I really did feel like when Cartoon Network was making this, you know, it was a nice kind of, like, in a way, crossovers. Not crossovers, but I guess, you know, it gave the illusion that Cartoon Network takes place in one big universe, you know?
Yeah, that was awesome. Wasn't this around the time they were doing the CN City?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. This was, like, it going into the final days of the CN City.
Yeah, that was awesome. For those of you who don't remember, CN City was this series of bumpers that Cartoon Network did in between shows and commercial breaks where all of the characters would be living in this one big city together and they'd be interacting. Like Johnny Bravo and Samurai Jack would be at the laundromat together.
Oh yeah, CN City was I thought the key pinnacle of Cartoon Network because it's just all like, wow, these bumpers are amazing. It's like, and it really did help the whatchamacallit, the idea that they're all taking place in the kind of same universe, and they all interact, and it was nice to see them all interact. I wanted to do it again, like with these shows, like a Fish Time regular show on Steven Universe and stuff. I thought that I think that'd be interesting, but who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Just maybe it won't work, but it's all good.
Yeah.
I feel like these two episodes were definitely they were important, in the grand scheme of things,
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just important and just made a lot of sense,
Yeah. The plot of this episode is a lot like that Dawn Platypus, where it's Samson thinks these three Canadian trouts are the aliens that abducted him, but no one believes him. And he tries to prove that they're aliens with the help of some nameless background characters. But in the end, it's revealed that no, those trout aren't aliens. They're just Canadian cheese thieves who wanted a slice of cheese.
I think this also plays into like one of my pet peeves about alien episodes. They're so generic. Like most episodes is, we got to prove. I had to prove to everybody that these people are aliens. And then it gets like that's very redundant. But I'm glad not every episode did this.
Yeah.
I thought that was also in a way a plus because I really was expecting when I heard about this whole Invader thing. I really thought it was going to be most episodes like that. Like, we have to prove insert character is an alien, and I'm glad not everything did it.
Yeah,
like the Ed and Eddy and Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy one.
Yeah, and at least they restricted themselves to only 11 minutes for this plot before they moved on to the next one.
Yeah. Could I go with the synopsis of the next one?
Just one more thing. Did you notice the Rocko's Modern Life reference at the end?
What was that?
Okay. At the end, Samson is celebrating that the cheese thieves are gone, and one of the background characters offers a high five, but instead of a hand, it's a tentacle. So we find out those background characters that he's been working with are actually the aliens who abducted him.
Oh.
Now, in an episode of Rocko's Modern Life called The High Five of Doom, Heifer and Rocko thought that Filbert was an alien. After reading Filbert's novel, which they thought was a diary, about aliens who came to Earth and would kill people by giving them the high five of doom.
No, yep.
Yeah, and Rocko's Modern Life was Joe Murray's other show.
Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like a Rocko's Modern Life like synopsis. High five doom.
High five?
It's high five of doom. It's all like you high five someone so hard they explode. Care for the synopsis of the next one, the cheese orbs.
Yes, the second Camp Laszlo episode was called Cheese Orbs, and while the first episode took place in Camp Kidney, the boys' camp, this episode takes place in Camp, what was it called?
Acorn Flats.
Acorn Flats, which is the girls' camp nearby. And the show had a few episodes with the Acorn Flats girls. They're kind of
the gender bents.
Yeah, but different. They're not like the Chipettes. They have different personalities than the Jelly Bean Cabin campers.
Yeah, kind of like girls versus boys kind of thing.
Yeah,
kind of like that. That's how they were like girl point of view stuff.
Yeah.
And
I love how Acorn Flats is like a rich person's camp with a bunch of stuff, while
Camp Kidney is the dirt poor one.
Yeah.
And it's just like
for underprivileged children.
Yeah, and then Acorn Flats is for the rich girls. Like, the Totally Spies girls would go there. Yeah, what you would call it. I thought they were okay. A lot of people liked them. For me, when I was a kid, I was like, they're okay. They're not. I prefer the boy side a lot. Yeah, as a kid growing up. Yeah, I'm like, for me, I'm just going on nostalgia with Camp Laszlo as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, it was fun.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a fun show, but yeah, that one also didn't age well.
So the plot of this episode is Nina, the giraffe, one of the girls in Acorn Flats. She comes across the aliens, and she's a super nerd who loves aliens, and She wants them to be her best friends because no one understands the smart girl.
Ain't that the truth? That's like real life right there. No one understands the smart girl, so you gotta make alien friends. I guess, yeah, just
And Acorn Flats is having a cheese festival, so the aliens who are looking for cheese want to crash it.
Oh, perfect. That's like perfect timing for them.
Yeah, but there's some friendship issues with the other two girls in Nina's cabin, and they end up eating all the cheese for plot reasons.
And then hilarity ensues, right?
Yeah.
Hijinks ensue.
Yes. I am alien Gorgonzola. Be my friend instead.
Gotta get the cheese, right?
Yeah. I love how it's the Camp Lazlo universe that just, it's the last straw. They're so fed up and pissed off with these cartoon characters.
Just like, that's it, we're done. Just like, kill them all. That's it, we're done.
Yep, we're gonna kill them.
Just that's it. And then I think it's funnier knowing like next one is gonna be Billy and Mandy, and you know they're gonna be like, that's gonna be some shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like I think that's even funnier because like they're already like, you know, to the breaking point with Camp Lazlo. You know Billy and Mandy, some shit gonna go down.
Yeah, serious stuff.
You know, I think that in itself is kind of funny, you know? Just like, if they're done with Camp Lazlo, ooh, man, Billy and Mandy, ooh, they're going to give them a run for their money.
Yeah, let's talk about Billy and Mandy. Okay, one night Billy goes out and he and Spur get abducted by aliens and they escape, but the next day all the cheese on Earth has been stolen. So Billy and Mandy and Graham and Spurg too, have to defeat the alien threat. Because the aliens are werewolves and they use cheese to rebuild the moon.
Now, I feel like that was definitely a Billy and Mandy-esque plot. It was, and this one was the best one in my opinion. The best one next Camp, Ed and Eddy. These two were definitely my favorite ones. And I think this was also kind of like, in a way, finale for Grimm versus Billy and Mandy, besides the Underfist thing, I think. I think, I don't 100% remember, but it was around there, you know? It was around that time when everything was kind of ending, you know?
Yeah, this would be a ridiculous canon ending, though, because Mandy and Grimm are space crime fighters.
I feel like it fit, you know?
Yeah.
This episode, I feel like, really went hand in hand with Billy and Mandy, like the plot with aliens, and it was just, this one felt like the most goofiest out of all of them, you know?
Yeah.
And hey, you even got a Kids Next Door we're referencing there.
Yeah, the coloring and lighting in this is excellent. I love it.
Yeah, it was just, I feel like this was definitely one of the also top-notch Billy and Mandy episodes too, you know?
Yeah. Green is the color of adventure. Green is an alien's favorite color.
Yep. Or with the kind of, they made their own Avengers, but with like dairy products kind of thing.
Yes, there was a callback to an earlier episode of Billy and Mandy where Billy wanted to be a green superhero who shoots yogurt out of his armpits and squeaks whenever he moves.
That was just hilarious. Just like, I thought that joke was funny, but back then when they aired it, you know?
Yeah.
Cause it was like, I don't know. It was just a funny idea, you know? He just squeaked all the time and then he could shoot whatchamacallit out of his armpits and stuff.
Yeah.
What was that stuff called?
Yogurt.
But I thought it had like a strawberry name or something. I don't remember. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious. And Mandy was like, they had like different superpower things. It was like Mandy was like the
Milk Mandy.
Yeah, Milk Mandy, and then Grimm was like
the Cheese Reaper.
Yeah, the Cheese Reaper, and
he had an udder.
Yeah, and the Spurg. I don't know. I don't think Spurg had anything.
Well, I think it was Boy Spurg, and
yeah,
he was wearing a dress.
Yeah, I thought that was great. Yeah.
So the episode, it's another alien abduction, but it's a lot scarier. It's a lot more well done than the Camp Lazlo abduction scene, but they do bring back the pants snapping thing when they torture Spurg.
Yeah, they just beat up Spurg because he's the bully.
How do you like Billy's fight scene?
Thought it was funny, hilarious.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was just this episode kind of felt like really action packed next to the Underfist.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember, the Underfist, that was the action. I think that one was the real finale of Billy and Mandy. Like that was the finale. Like I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
Yeah, that was around the time when they were definitely wrapping up stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I felt like this one was super hilarious, and I At the end of the day, I just feel like Billy and Mandy is a very hilarious show. So I feel like in all of it, it kind of made sense. Yeah, I just thought this one was the best one.
I love the fantasy thing of being abducted by aliens and then fighting them off, and to make sure people believe you bring the UFO home.
Just in case. Gotta make sure they believe me. Yeah, I seen these shows where they don't believe, the crazy guy, so bring it home.
Yep.
Gotta bring it home. And this one actually had an alternate ending too.
Oh yeah. Okay, one of the endings had the aliens deciding to rebuild the moon with their armpit cheese. And yeah, that's a thing. And they end up sinking, and we see the kids next door on their moon base.
Oh yeah, because they also had a moon base too.
Yeah, and the kids next door, where were they? All this stuff happening to the moon getting rebuilt, getting demolished and rebuilt every month. Where were they? How did they not notice?
They were doing adult things. They were trying to fight adults. They don't have time for this. They don't have time for aliens. Even though I thought, I really felt like they should have been part of this too,
Yeah, that would have been awesome. I bet they, should have had that instead of My Gym Partner's a Monkey.
Yeah, because I feel like they would definitely be more well versed in this stuff than My Gym Partner's Monkey. Like this one, it feels like they feel definitely more, I feel like that one would go hand in hand, aliens and Kids Next Door.
Yeah, they've done episodes with really creepy imagery, and they've done episodes with scary atmospheres. They would have knocked it out of the park, just like Billy and Mandy and Ed and Eddy.
Yeah. I just felt like Kids Next Door at the end of the day was just that would have been more well versed. But I guess Grim Adventures Billy and Mandy, I think they were also wrapping up too,
Yeah.
So I guess, give them one more shot, just throw them in there.
Yeah, I don't think this was too long before that big exodus.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the
seeing real stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that was a legit exodus of the cartoon creators.
Yeah. I guess they just had to use it up,
Yeah.
Yeah, any more thoughts on this one?
Remember how Spurg got a bomb put in his skull?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was metal.
Yeah.
That's pretty metal, yeah.
Spurg's gonna die on his birthday.
That was as metal as Billy and Mandy could have got.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Billy and Mandy, they're also really good at dark humor. Just wow.
Yeah, and I like how they used the Sir Raven to move along the story instead of having
him, yeah.
Yeah, instead of having to explain how they got captured and then moved into space and then to the moon, just have Sir Raven say, and they were captured by aliens.
Yeah, that guy's funny, yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he was definitely one of the highlights of Billy and Mandy. Billy and Mandy, I feel like definitely just a strong suit doing creepy stuff, and aliens was definitely on there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think Lisa said it best. What does aliens have to do with Halloween? It's just so out there and funny, Just very, very Billy and Mandy-esque.
Yeah. Oh, I like how in this episode the aliens were CG instead of 2D.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it integrated really well. It looked alien.
Yeah, it felt so eerie and stuff, and like, whoa, these aliens mean business because they're all CG,
Yeah,
that's what I thought. That was my mindset as a kid. Like, whoa, they
have an extra dimension.
Yeah, they're not fucking around this time. Yeah, any more thoughts on this?
Yeah, at the end of the episode, Billy's toy, Dr. Brainiac, he gets a package from Frankie.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I guess Frankie Foster has some friends.
Yeah, and also, that adds to the, world building. And
yeah, the only one who understands Frankie is this villain.
Yeah, just like how the aliens only understand the smart kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like how it all just kind of plays together. Like, this was really a fun event on Cartoon Network's part.
Oh, right, and there was that other ending. Remember it?
Oh, yeah, they kidnapped all the stupid characters, and they had the yogurt.
Well, they sucked out their brains and became stupid themselves.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was also super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought this one was definitely the highlight of the invasion thing.
Yeah.
Definitely the highlight.
And that was the conversation on CN Invaded. It's really amazing that Cartoon Network was able to do something like this. It was really enjoyable and memorable. Well, for the most part. Looking at you, my Gym Partner's a Monkey. It would be really cool to see something like this go on again on Cartoon Network, but to be honest, I really don't see it. At least not anytime soon. Maybe later on, when this current crop of Cartoon Network workers gets as connected as the old set of people who were creating cartoons back when Scene Invaded happened. Make sure to check out XLR's YouTube channel, Happy Crayon Inc., where he reviews cartoons, and follow him on Tumblr. I'll have the links to those in the description. Thank you for listening. Have a good week.